Okay, that's another show. But before we go, let's talk about the second half, shall we? We started out birthdays and anniversaries with Richie Blackmore of Deep Purple, guitar player for Deep Purple's birthday. He was born on February 13, and he is 80 years old. And we sing the title track of Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple. Then, one of my favorites, Nina Cherry, turned 61, and we seen her classic Buffalo Stance. Then, Blondie, because of Clem Burke's death at 70 of cancer on the 7th. And then Jimmy Destry turned 71. He was a keyboard player. And then Fred Smith turned 77 on the 10th. He's 77. He was also in television and some other bands. And then, anniversary of Squeeze's Cool for Cats, their second album, released this week in 1979, 45 years ago, and we seen the title track, Cool for Cats. Then, Brian Seltzer's birthday. He was born April 10th, 1959. And we seen the Stray Cats doing Baby Blue Eyes live on Fridays. And for those of you young pups that don't know what Fridays was, it was a show like Saturday Night Live on Friday night on ABC. Like a competition. It was short-lived. But Devo was on there, and so was the Plasmatics. I remember seeing them. Anywho, next was Radio Birdman. On April 6, 1981, they debuted on the Australian charts. And we seen their Burn My Eye video live from the Marriotttville Hotel 77. Okay, and then after that, we had back to Brian Seltzer. That was for you, 5-Day Girlfriend, because as you told me, that was your first concert away from your parental units on the hill at Pine Knob, the Stray Cats. Okay, then back to the show. The Cure, Why Can't I Be You single, 4/14/87. The lead single from their 7th LP, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Then it was Depeche Mode. Their album Ultra debuted 4/13/97. It was their 9th LP, and we seen It's No Good. And then Cheap Trick's Ghost Town from their Lap of Luxury album, released 37 years ago on 4/12/88. That was their 10th LP. And then The Cure, Faith, their 3rd LP, 4/13/81. The Funeral Party is what we seen. And then Wham's Andrew Ridgeley turned 62. And we seen Wham's Young Guns Go For It. After that, it was the Violet Femmes celebrating their self-titled album, which was released on 4/12/83, and we seen Gone Daddy Gone. Then, one of my favorite bands, Dramarama. Their album Stuck in Wonderama Land, April 12th, 35 years ago. And we seen, which would have been 1989, and we seen Last Cigarette. Then, The Adolescents, their Blue LP, 4/7/81, 45 years ago, and we seen Kids of the Black Hole. Then, Hole, Live Through This. April 12th, 30 years ago, and we seen Doll Parts. And then an album that I bought when it came out, Todd Rundgren's Herman of Mink Hollow, was released on 4/7, 45 years ago, and we seen Can We Still Be Friends? And if you're watching this show, Legs, that one's for you. Then, you know she's one of my longtime crushes, Kim Shattuck. We seen the Muffs, Sad Tomorrow, from their Blonde and Blonder album, which was released 4/11, 30 years ago. And then it was the Smiths, Sheila Take a Bow. It was a single, 4/13/87, 38 years ago. And then, last but not least, in the birthday celebrations and anniversaries, it's the anniversary of Bowie's Aladdin Sane, released 4/12/73, and we've seen the Genie from the Midnight Special in 1973. And last but not least, and support your local bands, our own Michigander with his latest, I'll Be Okay. Alright, and that wraps up this week's show. And hopefully I'll see you next week. You'll come hang with me. And remember, in the meantime, be good to yourself and others. There's enough assholes out there already, man. Do your best to be kind. Alright. See you next week. Take care and thanks for hanging. I'm Ronnie Round, signing off.